Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today will be one of those short videos that I do every once in a while where I discuss a topic that I've been thinking about for a while that I really feel that I want to share. It can be something small, it can be something big, it totally depends, but thoughts that I've had on different things that you cross roads with when you're a footballer in your career. And today that subject is what the title says, the easiest way to improve as a footballer. Because I believe that a lot of players make a mistake of not doing it, even though it's the easiest thing, and that is to do the simple things really well. And what do I mean by that? Well, you can improve as a footballer without even stepping a foot on the field. Because for the majority of the time, for the majority of the day, you're not training. You are at home, you're in school, you're at work, or wherever you are. That is where you spend the majority of your time currently, and that is also where we can make so much gains without even knowing about it. And that is by doing the simple things really well. And what do I mean by the simple things? Well, for instance, your nutrition. You eat 3 to 4 times a day, perhaps even 5 times a day. And if you make sure that every single one of those 3, 4, or 5 meals are nutritious, they contain the macronutrients that you need, they contain the micronutrients you need, the vitamins, the minerals, everything. If you make sure to do that for every meal of the day, for every day, then you will slowly start to see positive effects come into your life more and more. Same with sleep. If you make sure to get the proper amount of sleep every night, that will also have a compounding effect, as it's called, on your overall career and your life. Because if you eat better, if you sleep better, if you hydrate better with your water intake, then you will start to see effects for when you actually step out on the field. And if you don't believe me, you should really try it. And the thing is that I say that this is the easiest way to improve, but it can also be the hardest thing to improve, because it can be hard to see the benefits that it actually has for you, and then it makes it harder for you to be consistent with it. Because it's very easy to go out on the training field, you hit 20 shots in a session, and you score 10 times. The next training session you hit 20 shots again, but you scored 12. Then you can quite clearly see that there have been an improvement. It's hard to see off the field, but you'll just feel better overall if you take care of all those small things. And once you start doing this, you will also start to notice smaller things. It can, for instance, be when I went to high school. I started to notice that I was sitting a lot during my day because I was in school, obviously. So then I started to implement that I would stand up for short periods, because that would have a small effect on how my body felt and how I later performed in training and in games. So it's just those small things to be consistent with. But the most important things to take care of are those 3 that I mentioned: your sleep, your nutrition, and your hydration, because those make up 90% of how you feel overall, together with your training and exercise. But I feel that most of you are getting in that training and exercise anyway. So if you aren't already, start to be more mindful about how you take care of your body and your mind, and you will slowly start to see the compounding effects over time as you get better and better as a result of just doing the simple things off the field really well. And it may seem stupid, but a lot of players don't get this right. And I understand that there can be a few things that's out of your control at times. Maybe you don't cook for yourself, or you have trouble sleeping, or whatever it may be, but the most important thing is to control what you can control. And if your parents cook for you, ask them, give them tips on recipes that they can cook instead with the ingredients that you have at your disposal at your local supermarket or whatever it is. So, control what you can control. And it may seem stupid, this control the simple things. Well, yeah, of course, but there are so many players that don't get this right, myself included at times. And I have to get better at being consistent with it, but I try to take too much things on, and then some of those things start to suffer instead. But try to make a dedicated effort to do these small things properly for a sustained period of time. First, start with a week, then extend that to 2 weeks, and then if you fail, just get back on track. Doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you do these consistently over time, not that you do them perfect every time. So that's just what I wanted to get out in this video. I hope it spoke to some of you. I think it's an important concept for everyone. Many of you already get this right, and that is thumbs up to you, but some of you don't, and it's time to, get back up on the horse and start taking care of those small things, and you will see that you gain a lot of improvement for free if you do these things. But that's it for this time. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.